Hey everybody, this is Greg Ryder and welcome to FB Lead Finder Live. My name is Greg Ryder, as I said a second ago, and I am the CEO of Angel Investors Network. And we are an investment company. We help entrepreneurs raise capital, capital formation, marketing, build their businesses. We help investors make investments in early stage companies, kind of like the Shark Tank online. And what we're going to be doing today is talking about Facebook, because we recognize that every entrepreneur, in order to be successful, really needs to understand marketing online, and how they can raise capital online, get money online, and generate funds for their business. I'm joined by my partner Jeremy Lamont, who's with us. Say howdy, Jeremy.
Hello, how are you, everyone? Good to have you here. We're going to be discussing some engagement strategies, ways to get you involved once you use this brilliant tool and get results.
So this software that we're going to talk about, it ties into whole fan page marketing. We want to kind of go over fan page marketing, talk about FB Lead Finder as a tool to do all kinds of cool stuff. But we also want to talk about, like Jeremy just said, engagement strategies for social media marketing. So what I want to do is I'm going to start by kind of sharing my screen real quick. And I want to kind of lay a little bit of groundwork, and Jeremy and I are going to bat it back and forth. So I'm going to share my screen, and I got to leave it over here. So I have screens, and I'm keeping things going. So I'm going to go to Facebook, and I'm going to go to my home page. And here's my home page on Facebook. And when it comes to marketing on Facebook, you have to ask yourself, where are the people? How is this going to benefit you as a business? And the bottom line is, if you are a business and you're not using Facebook and you're not in the social media, you're really missing the boat, because this is the new cold call. This is the new community. There's over 1 billion people here. You got to know what's going on. So you can see I've posted links here about our live stream, so people can immediately find that. But if I went up here to search, and let's say I searched for, let's take a business. Let's take a business topic. Let's take kids clubs, right? So we have some software we do promote kids clubs, and I type in kids clubs, and you're going to notice the results I get here, right? Boys and girls clubs, Bible kids clubs, and I'm like, that's not very good results. So I'm going to hit click search for more results here. And it's going to pull up a page, and it's going to show this is the new Facebook graph search. This is all new. So one of the reasons we're doing this training and kind of rehashing this is my old training videos, everything's changed. So you can see I can get results. This is all results. I can click on people, and it's going to show me people, which is not really relative with kids clubs. I can click on pages. It's going to show me all the pages. I can click on places, groups, apps, and events. And if you do this for any length of time, this is much better than it was, but in reality, it's not very good. It's just not very good. It doesn't really work for what you want to do, and you want to find the fan pages, you want to find the content where there's a lot of engagement and there's a lot of likes and a lot of people, and you want to be able to communicate with people that are going to resonate with what you do as a business and resonate with what you're going and how you're doing this kind of stuff. So now let me pop over here to our tool real quick, FB Lead Finder. And let me type in kids clubs here, and I'm just going to show you a little bit of this stuff. So kids club, and I'm going to go, I want 500 results, and I'm going to click a category, company, organization. I'm going to hit go. And what our tool does is it makes it better, more efficient, faster, and easier to find the companies that you want to target to work with and promote. So what it did is it just scoured Facebook. It found every fan page, which is really what we're going to talk about, why fan pages are so important to market on. Every fan page on Facebook, and it shows me a link to their fan page over here, what category they're listed in here, how many likes they have here, and how people are talking about them. Now that's really important, because you can buy fake likes all day long these days on Facebook, and you really want to find fan pages that have engagement. And then here, yes, they want you to message them. Yes, you can message them. Yes, you can message the fan page owner. So with one of our products, we have a private label version of our kids club where kids play games, can earn money, and win real stuff. This is 500 highly targeted leads of people that have some form of a kids club that may want to partner with us. So you can see now, if I want to talk to them, I have to physically click on the yes button, and what it does, it launches another tab, takes me to the yes, and right here is where I can just say, hey, my name is Greg Ryder, and now normally I would have this all pre-written up, so I didn't do this live, but I got giving you guys an idea of what we're doing. It allows you to install online kids club, earn that they if you have an interest in this out www.yourkidsclub and we share with you the benefits. Then I'll put my name. Thanks, Greg. Now I had a few spellings. I'm going to fix my spelling errors with their spell checker. Now I'm gonna go to Jeremy real quick. Jeremy, did you just see what I just typed? Okay, let me go to you. From an engagement standpoint, do you have any comments on what I just wrote? And do you have any comments on that? Let me throw it to you real quick based on what I just wrote. I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yep, can hear you now.
Yep. The screen is a little too small for me to see the words. I can tell that you typed, but I can't tell what you typed. What was your engagement statement in this example? I can't read it. It's a little too small.
Okay. Well, let me go back here. So what I said was, my name is Greg Ryder, and we own some really cool technology that allows you to install an online kids club where kids play games, earn money that they can then spend on real stuff. If you have an interest in this, please check out yourkidsclub.com and or call our office at 760-233-2863, and we'd love to share with you the benefit that your kids club could enjoy, because these people have kids clubs, right?
Absolutely.
Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to just go ahead and hit send. And again, if you want to comment on that, right, I put my phone number in there, I put my name in there, I put a website in there. I don't want to come across spammy, but what other comments do you have that relates to that?
I think the biggest thing overall for everybody listening on engagement is, obviously we want to try to see something like what Greg did was great. We want to say something to engage about what the site we're going to is doing first. Essentially, answer, yes, I see what the great thing you're doing in the world is, in your first sentence. Then in the second sentence isn't getting into the rest of what Greg did, which is also great. We want to look for questions and find ways to engage people by saying, how would you, blah, 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 what is this? Anything, any question at all is going to be powerful. And over a statement, 1,000 times in a row, the question is going to be the one that gets you the engagement you want. Ask questions on their site, but make sure you leave all the links back to yourself, just like Greg just did with put a hashtag that links back to your own site. And if anybody doesn't know what a hashtag is, please write in right now. Give us a little feedback. Let us know.
Yeah, put the notes down below. So again, the idea is to get that engagement and get them to respond to what we're doing and what's going on here. So I hit reply. Now the other thing I did is I copy and pasted that. So now I can go back over to your FB Lead Finder, and I can go to another kids club, and I can just hit yes, and then I can go down here, and I'm going to hit right mouse button, and I'm going to hit V for paste, and I'm going to hit send, and then I'm going to go back over to your Lead Finder, and I'm going to go to another kids club, and hit yes, and I'm going to click here, and I'm going to hit Control V, send, and you can see what we do and what we teach is that you just do this 10 to 15 times a day. So it's not like this is a 10-minute, 20-minute a day strategy, but you got to do it consistently to drive traffic to your website. Now, during this today, we're going to give you all kinds of examples, and we're going to try to get somebody who's live out there in the audience and take their business, show them what to do. But the idea is I can do this, and I can drive traffic, I can get affiliates, I can get communication, I can do that kind of stuff. So that's the private messaging into things. Now I want to show you something else that I've never done live before, but I want to try something. So let me come back to the software and share my screen again. See how this works. So now you guys can see this a little bit better than you could that little Facebook message box because it was so small. Let's say we want to tell people that we're doing a live hangout on Facebook. Now, for those of you who are here watching this, you might just go, wow, this is cool. But you know what? Very, very few people know that you can even do this, and we're using some little-known technology with some friends of ours down in San Diego called 22 Social. And when you're doing Hangouts live on Facebook, it's better engagement, better communication, better notes, and it just gives more trust and credibility. So I thought, how could we use our tool to drive people to watch this live Hangout right now? Now, again, I've never done it before. I don't know if we're going to be successful, but let's type in Hangouts, right? And I'm going to hit search. So now let me get a notepad up here. This is how I normally do it. I'm going to get my little notepad. Have you ever seen a live Google Hangout on Facebook? We are using some super cool technology that allows our Hangout to be streamed live on Facebook. We are talking about Facebook marketing. Check us out live right now. And then I got to get a link to the live Hangout, which is right here. I go back to my notepad. And I'm going to put my name and my phone number. Thanks, Greg Ryder. And I'm going to put my phone number because, again, when you put your phone number, it's much less spammy. And P.S. I am trying to prove that I can drive viewers live. Okay, so again, I'm trying to prove, so I'm telling them exactly what I'm doing. So again, going back to engagement. Now, if you could hear what I said there, Jeremy, do you have any thoughts I could add to this, or I could plus that at all?
The first thing that comes to my mind is all of our personal closest people as a novelty. Even, I mean, if I'm wanting to boost the awareness of my product, I may be completely outside my own actual market by going to groups that know me or places that know me. Maybe it's a whole bunch of friends that one of my friends has. But if those friends talk to somebody who is in my market, I'm not that sad when they start showing up and finding additional ways to get there. So my thought is, anything like this kind of a strategy, going live and grabbing people on the spot, I would invite absolutely your entire universe, starting with all your friends. I literally, as Greg was talking, just started posting onto my Facebook pages personally, and dropped a link. I'm going to hit that post button right now as well.
Okay, so let me bring it back to my screen, and I basically have a whole list of Hangout type fan pages. Not a lot of engagement, not a lot of likes, but I am going to I'm going to go ahead and private message some of these guys. So I'm private messaging them that message I just typed. So I right mouse button, paste, hit send, and then I'll go back to Epi Lead Finder. I'm going to go to Hangout Society, and it's got 900 likes with 400 people engagement. Right mouse button, paste, and hit send. And I'm going to go back down to number 3, Google Hangouts, and I'm going to right mouse button, paste, and hit send. And the bottom line is now I just did 3 people. Let me do 4 or 5. I'll do 5. And normally I would do 15 to 20, but because I'm going to be doing this with multiple different demos today. I want to keep it down, because the reason I say that is because Facebook, if you start private messaging, hundreds of people a day, and you don't have a lot of friends, and you don't typically private message people, they could kind of give you a little warning. And I don't know exactly how many you're allowed to do each day. I think there's algorithms based on how many friends you have and how active you are anyway. But the point is this is a way for you to find people, and you're only limited to your creativity of what you're going to say and how you're going to say it and who you're going to get to, which is what this training is all about. Now, this is just one of many trainings that we're going to do and teach people exactly how to get into, engage in a particular vertical, a particular niche, how to leverage fan pages, and why fan pages are really where you want to target. So this is just kind of a strategy. Hopefully we'll see a few people show up from that. I know in the past we've used this tool. Well, I'll show you another little case study. So we have a website called geniusmoms.com, and one of the girls that works for me, she went here and she just typed in moms, and she hit go, and she found all kinds of fan pages that had sites for moms. Now here's where the gold mine comes in. You have Teen Mom with 7.8 million likes. Mom and Dad were in public, 2.5 million likes. Thank You Mom from India, 2.3 million likes. Teen Mom number 2, 1.8 million likes. It's much better strategy to try to build relationships, get involved in the conversations on these fan pages that have millions and millions of likes and tens of thousands of people in engagement than it is to try to build your own fan page with 1 million people by just making a few posts and doing some stuff like that. Now look at this, Jeremy. Moms Got Ink, and look at the category they're in, magazine. And so now I got to have you, I'm going to throw it to you real quick, because one of the things that Jeremy is super, super excited about is some of the stuff we're doing with magazines. But real quick, look at that. They have 666,993 likes, but they have 1.2 million engagements. They have double the engagement on their fan page, and looks like they're a magazine online for women.
Yeah, absolutely, Greg. Can you see me all right?
Yep.
I'm still with you. Some of these things that are so common to all the different magazines, the different super sites, the different engagements, there's got to be a giant ocean of people working in this professionally over the last 5-10 years. Social media has been developing, and right now there's gotten to be somewhat of a consensus, so I thought I would give you guys a bit of a screen share as well, just to get a peek at some of the most common engagement strategies. Let me just make sure that you're getting my screen share first. Tell me when you can see it. Can you see it now, Greg?
It's a black screen right now, but now we see it.
Okay, great. So just off the top of engagement strategies, little promise that we deliver some of this. How do I engage my people in social media marketing? And I guess I'll take this to larger so you don't have to watch the whole boundary of all of it. Anyway, an engagement strategy, in case anybody's out there and doesn't understand what that is still, it's not that common of a terminology. It is used a lot in gaming, and it's being used more and more in social media, but engagement strategies are ways to get people to respond to you when you're busy using Facebook Lead Finder. And in case you're wondering why you care about using Facebook so much, if anybody is thinking, well, there's all these other places, here's a stat from HubSpot, number 2, number 3 marketing company in the country. Why does my business care about Facebook? Because people are 51% more likely to make a purchase from your business after liking a brand on Facebook. That's why all this connects. How do I do inbound marketing? Now this is a much bigger pool, and there's all these things you got to do. But you'll notice that in the attract strangers part, there's social media, and at the end of it, delight customers, become promoters, there's social media. And again, going back to Facebook.
Hey, Jeremy.
Yep.
I came over to your office to look. You're doing full screen. We're not seeing the full screen, and we're only seeing the first slide. The slide has not changed.
I'm glad that you caught me on that, Greg.
Yeah, because I didn't know that. Just everyone. We're doing this. We're having fun. We're learning as we go. So we're not Google Hangout experts yet.
5-10 more of these frustrating things, and we'll be amazing. Completely amazing. All right, so we'll go back to the screen share again.
Yeah, I just think you're going to have to click on the slides for some reason. They're just not showing the full page.
Okay, well, can you see them? What are you seeing now?
You.
Just me. Boy, sorry about that. All right, so back to screen share again. Let's go back to this. Let's start our screen share and let's see what you get this time. What do you see, Greg?
I see engagement strategies. How do I engage my people in social media marketing?
There it is. Here's a description. An engagement strategy is making people respond to you so you can find leads and build your brand. Why does your business care about this stuff? I was just talking about this. People are 51% more likely to make a purchase from you after liking a brand on Facebook. That's a HubSpot stat there. If there's anything that motivates you to pay attention to Facebook, if it's not their massive numbers, the fact that they're the #1 social media network in the world, hands down, but whatever it takes to make you pay attention to Facebook, this will not do it as a business owner. Next thing here, how do I do inbound marketing? You got to attract strangers, you'll note there, convert the visitors that are formerly strangers, close those leads, and then delight customers who become promoters. You'll notice that at the front end of this funnel, you'll see social media in here, and you'll see in the back end again that you'll see social media. All this stuff is using Facebook Lead Finder, getting to those people quicker, not spending a million hours working. Engagement strategy 1 here, you got to think like an author. That means the biggest time you should spend during the week is think of something very clever that you're going to be saying, a topic, a general area that you're going down. And as often as possible, you'll note here, use photos and always think empathetically. In other words, what does your audience want to see? Not so much what are you selling, but what do they want to hear of what you're saying. Second thing, be involved. Engage with your audience, respond to their comments, share the articles. The more you talk to the people like they're your friends on a regular basis, where the huge amounts of people are, the more you're involved and people see you, the more engagement you're going to get. And remember the 80-20 rule for this. That is, 1 out of every 5 posts that you set up in front of 1 million people or 200,000 people from a great site you found with Facebook Lead Finder, 1 out of every 5 posts that you put up should be something that has a pretty much direct sales offer in there. Try to keep it a little bit masked, but you can do your sales offer about 1 in every 5. The other 4, make everybody like you. Talk to everybody. Everybody wants to talk about themselves. Do that. Find out the influencers, find out who the influencers are in that group, and start talking to them about them. Next thing, use custom tabs on your page. There's a whole lot of great custom stuff you can do to your Facebook page to make it a lot more fun. This gets a little bit technical, so we're not going to go real deep here, but I would definitely recommend that you either get somebody to do custom tabs or take the time to learn all this stuff. Let me show you what it looks like. That's the amount of information to be dropping some custom tabs into your Facebook page. You can definitely do it yourself. Here's a second page of all the stuff you need to do. It gets into some stuff that the average person probably has no interest in doing. Again, feel free and contact us if you start wanting to have your social media taken over. Obviously, you want to create some milestones on your Facebook page. This is a great thing. It's really simple to do. This thing goes through and outlines here how to do it, but it's basically just making a whole page about some big thing that happened, and it gives you a reason to talk and gets people talking about what you want them talking about. Remember that business is a construction. Remember to boldly use the words in the photos and create an image that people start to resonate with. They start to see what you're about. Those milestones are a great way to do that. Put milestones on the front of your Facebook page. Another thing, obviously, make sure you're using Facebook Insights. This is like the greatest stealth team in the world because you can go right on your Facebook page, click up your Insights, and find out exactly which post you stuck out there got the most engagement. When you see a pattern that 50 people engaged to one post and only 10 have engaged with every other post, start copying yourself and keep your topic and content similar to the one that got all the engagement. Tag other users' pages and let them do the same. So you're going to allow people on your business page to come to you and do some great stuff. You're going to go in under posting ability and post visibility and allow everybody to come on and post like crazy. Remember that if you do this, the big fear that we always hear is, yeah, I let somebody come on and post on my page and they put some horrible thing up I don't want to see. Remember that if you're paying attention to your social media, there's a little box in the top right corner of somebody's post. You just tap that thing. There's a little X that's mostly invisible. As soon as you hit that, it says hide from timeline. You can just take their post right out if anybody ever puts anything you don't like. So don't hide from the world and hide your business because you're afraid somebody might put something on your page you don't like. That's them coming to you. But remember, Facebook Lead Finder, we're going to go to them, and you'll see down here where it says @Hopstar Inc. That's what you're going to do with your business. When you're out there, that's what you're talking about, a hashtag. When you're out there and you go on somebody's page that has 1 million people engaging and you start writing and engaging, people are talking to you, every time and you're talking to them, leave @ and your business name in your talking to them so they can always click that and come straight back to your page. And again, make it so that they can post on your page so it starts being an engagement. They're involved with you. They're starting to become part of your tribe, so to speak. And obviously, launching contests are something that are notoriously good. There's ways to do it. As you'll note here up at the top, I wrote you can do it free on Photo Contest app. You can pay $99 or more per month for great software that looks much better than Photo Contest app. Or you can hire us to run your contest or another professional company, if there is any other company you want to hire. Is there more than this for engagement? There's a lot more. Just off the top of my head, one thing I'd highly recommend is that you connect the apps from Tumblr, YouTube, and some of the other social media sites, not Twitter. Don't connect Twitter to your Facebook because they post too often. So if you connect a Twitter app to your Facebook and every time you tweet or every time somebody tweets, there's stuff showing up on your Facebook, everyone is going to start blocking your Facebook and trying to get away from you. Make sure that you use the more subtle type of things like SlideShare would be great to launch as an app. YouTube would be great to launch as an app. Tumblr would be great to launch as an app on your Facebook so that there's all kinds of interesting stuff. Again, there's lots more engagement strategies, but the reason that we're here today is to talk about the fact that you don't want to spend 3 hours a day on Facebook. We're here to talk about how do you turn 3 hours into 3 seconds, and that's exactly what Greg's been showing you, so I'm going to turn it back over to him. But really, this is the key. Let's get in, get out, and get back to our businesses. We need to know how to do it quick. Greg, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. Thanks, Jeremy. So, really, there's some good strategies and tactics just about Facebook engagement. But going back to sharing my screen and kind of using a tool to find what you want to find, what I want to do is I want to give you guys a couple examples and a couple case studies. Now, I'm seeing some other people make comments down below, so please make a comment down below. Let us know that you're here watching, and all of everybody else that's watching, take your Facebook, look who's live on Facebook, on your right-hand side there, and share the link with some people that are watching live. Invite them over. Tell them, hey, we're doing a live hangout on Facebook. This is we're breaking some internet marketing stuff. People are not doing this. We're one of the very first group of people to do Facebook live hangouts. This is awesome stuff. So let me kind of go back to my screen share. I want to kind of give you guys a case study. So going back to geniusmoms.com, so I'm going to go ahead and take you to that site real quick. Genius, Genius moms.com. So we have a new website. It's called geniusmoms.com. We want to get traffic to that website. We want to get people to show up to the website. But more importantly, I wanted guest bloggers. I wanted to get guest bloggers. And you can see right here on the top, Lynn Banis, Sherry McGuire, Kristen Brown, Whitney Butler. Just without even going deep into the site, we used this software tool. We typed in the word moms. We came up with stuff here. We also, just to give you an idea, let's say mother, because mother's going to give us different results than mom. And we hit go. And also now it finds all of the fan pages, all of the things with the word mother in it. And look at that, 24 million likes, 110,000 people talking about it. Our Mother of Perpetual Help, 2.4 million likes, 700,000 people talking about it. These fan pages, if you work on getting involved in their conversations, working on getting engagement in their conversations, we'll go over that in a second, you can get lots of traffic, lots of people. So what we did is we said, hey, we're looking for people. We launched a new website. We're looking for contributing bloggers, guest bloggers who would like to guest blog at geniusmoms.com. Here's the mission and vision for Genius Moms. Please give us a call. So we did that using this tool, private messaging people, and we got like 77 bloggers in 3 weeks. And in addition to that, we got about 400 to 700 visitors that was directly related to this. I don't know if it was I don't know exactly what it was because we did do a couple other campaigns. We drove at least 400 website visitors to Genius Moms by using this tool. And we didn't just like overdo it. We were just consistently doing it, 2 or 3 of us every day to drive traffic and to get people. Now, let's take one of these. Like I like this one right here, Our Mother of Perpetual Help. It's a church organization, and it looks like it's a religious one, but look at this, 2.4 million likes, 711,000 people talking about it. And when you want to do Facebook fan page marketing, what you're looking for is you're trying to find fan pages that, one, have a lot of likes, and two, have a lot of engagement, right? And so it's obvious that if they have 711,000 people talking about it, that you see right here, that shows they have a lot of engagement. So, and to give some more proof to that, live in 10 minutes, English Nova, the Mother of Perpetual Help from the church. Hey, look, they're doing a live feed right there. We could go watch their live feed on our live feed. How cool is that? Anyway, look, 163 shares, 5,000 people saw it. How many comments do they have? They have a bunch of comments. So, I mean, I could just comment. I'm not going to because it's not quite applicable with Facebook marketing, but I could comment, hey, we're watching your live feed through our live feed, right? And this really isn't quite in line with what I'm doing with Genius Moms. So I'll go back and go, okay, not that one. Let's look at this one, 484,000, Mother of Photoshop. Let's see what that one is. Or that I clicked on the yes button. Let me see what Mother of Photoshop is. So sometimes you find fan pages that are really not, applicable to what you're looking at, but they do have a lot of likes and a lot of stuff going on there. So this one has to do with Photoshop, so again, that's not a good one. So you spend a little time trying to find the right ones, but when you do find the right ones, like here's an author, here's Mother's website, here's a community, My Mother Mary. Looks like we have a lot of maybe Catholic type websites because I use the word mother, which again, if you're in the Catholic, this really kind of helps you out there. Now I can sort by engagement. See, I just sorted by engagement, and here's your hot leads that you want, right? So you can kind of look at that. But we did it. We drove traffic, and we got 77 guest bloggers and traffic to our website by doing that. Now let me show you another case study that I want to bring up a screen. Let's see here. So here's a rich dad, poor dad. This guy had an audio book and a training that sold for $97. So he wanted to get engaged with people on Rich Dad, Poor Dad, people like Robert Kiyosaki, people that are involved in that. And he ran a 6-day campaign. Now when I say campaign, he didn't run ads on Facebook. He did a human capital campaign. He ended up selling 128 units, gross revenues of $12,416, and made net profit of $8,576. That's more than $1,000 a day using a strategy. So basically, if I go over here and I type in Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and I hit go, it's going to pull up all the fan pages for Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And again, I can sort by talking about, I can sort by likes, I can sort by who I can message to. So I'll go back to likes, and let's just take a look at this one. So I'm going to hit click on the link over here. It's going to actually take me to the fan page. And over here you can see the fan page. Now this actually isn't a fan page. This is one of those pages that's just about Rich Dad, Poor Dad that people just like. But there's no engagement on this page, right? So that's not where we want to go. Let's go to the next one below that. And you can see here, looks like what was that, the same one? Did I click on the same link? Let's go to his main one. So here's his main fan page. So again, 939,000 people. You can see what's going on here. Now you can't write a post on his fan page, where a lot of fan pages allow you to go ahead and make a post on their fan page, but you can comment on comments. So when you see a thing that's been shared 183 times and you see people getting in a comment, what you want to do is you want to comment on the comments and get involved in the conversation. You don't start offering buy this, go to my website, click to my website. What you want to do is you want to engage into their conversation. So it says, remember that coach that pushed you hard and resented him, but years later realized your feelings changed, respect and gratitude. This was my Rich Dad. For information for Rich Dad coaching, click here. So I'm going to go ahead and comment here going, I remember when I made my daughter listen to personal
Hey, Greg, I'm not hearing you as much anymore. Are you still there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, you're back.
Okay, so basically, I have a story that when my daughters got in trouble, I would make them listen to Zig Ziglar and Brian Tracy and Tony Robbins, and they said they hated it at the time, but years later they said they loved it. So I'm going to make that comment. So I remember when my daughter listened to personal development when she got in trouble as a teenager, and at the time she said she hated it.
Oh, you dropped out again.
It was the
There you go.
best.
Greg? Sound
Okay,
like you
so
might have ability to shorten
it
Greg's
appears that
mic.
the audio is going in and out a little bit.
A little bit.
Hopefully only for you.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm going to make that post. So now that post is there. So now my name's showing up on a post that other people have posted on. There's 34 comments. So right now, those 34 people that commented are getting a notification in their Facebook notification bar, which is up here at the top, showing that I commented on it. And so they're going to see my name. They're going to see my comment, and they might like it. They might comment on my comment. So I'm getting involved in the conversation. I'm getting engaged in their conversation. And what we teach people is to pick your topic, pick your strategy, and get engaged in somebody that already has 700,000 fans, already has 2 million fans, already has 500,000 fans. Get involved in their conversation, liking their posts, commenting on their posts, engaging in their posts, and that's going to drive people to go look at you because you make it intelligent, respectful, valuable comments. Then people are going to say, who's Greg Rader? They're going to come over to my page and look at me, and then at the right time I can maybe post a question. So I might say 3 days later from now, I might post a question going, hey, do you guys like a Rich Dad audio book or a physical book more or better? And now they're telling me what they want. Oh, I like audio, I like physical. And then I can go back and private message them going, hey, I happen to have the rights to the Rich Dad Poor Dad audiobook, and I noticed in my comment you said you want an audiobook, check it out here. Right? And you do that, this is part of your daily marketing, and you see how you can generate sales and generate traffic and generate copy. Then you can actually even put a link in your comment to your stuff. But we don't recommend doing that until you're providing value first and getting involved in that conversation. So another example would be, I'm going to type in Jesus. So we have a very, very cool website that it's called The Interview with God. And The Interview with God is this really cool presentation where God gives some of his wisdom. So I like going to fan pages, and like I'm just going to click on this one now. Now I know these people are all about Jesus, they're all faith-based, so I can get away with a little bit more than I can't. But I can go over here and I can read these things, and I can comment on them. Now this one I picked was in Spanish, so I'm going to go back to another one because I don't speak Spanish. Walk with Jesus. And again, I can get involved in this conversation. I can like some posts. I can post. Now, this fan page allows me to post right on their fan page, right? So I might like their fan page, Walk with Jesus. I like it, so I liked it now, and show a little love to them. And I can kind of get involved with their conversation. Look at this: 570 people like this, 60 people shares, 14 comments, right? So I could comment in this love. Not that we have loved God, but that we have loved us and sent His Son for the propitiation of our sins. Beloved, God so loved us, we also would love him. John 40:10-11. So I can just say, great scripture. Now I am a born-again Christian, and I do love this stuff, so I'm not being out of integrity here. And I'm just commenting. Like, I'm getting people, now people are going to see my name, and they're going to see my comment, and they're going to see it, what's going on. Now I also could go up here, and I could just say, hey, look, I have a great site that has the interview and 100 million people the truth, and I'm going to put a link to that, www.the, and I'm going to hit post. Now, a lot of times I'll use a bit.ly tracking link, or I'll use some type of tracking link, and I'll do stuff like this, and I can track exactly how many clicks that I get from doing stuff like this. And I know it drives traffic. I know it works because I do it, I track it, and it does it. So you can do the same thing. So I just kind of want to share with you. Those are some strategies about fan page marketing where you can go get involved in the conversation. Don't spam people. Don't just hammer people with your offer, your offer, your offer, your offer. You want to go to the fan pages. You want to get involved in the conversations. They need to be relevant to your expertise, to your product, to your service. Then you want to private message the fan page owner. And that's your thing. If you don't know what the term joint venture is, or you don't know what the term affiliate is, this is a great tool, FB Lead Finder, to find affiliates for what you're doing, to find affiliates to help you market your product or service. And I know Jeremy's kind of been doing that a little bit.
Yep.
Using FB Miner to find affiliates for FB Miner just in the last couple of days. Share what you've been doing with that, Jeremy.
I just went on to look at some of the different marketing sites that were out there, Greg, and it was kind of a pleasure because some of the different sites really have some great content to get you engaged on the front page of their site, things that make you laugh, photos. There's a picture of a smart car that was smashed, a little itty-bitty smart car that was smashed in half in a car accident, and the caption read, and the deer walked away. And essentially the idea was that the car was about 10 pounds and the deer was probably about 50. And I mean, some of these sites have such great stuff, so I'm there perusing the marketing sites, seeing what they're doing out there, all the marketers, and then immediately, because Facebook Lead Finder took me to so many massive sites, I wasn't skimming any marketing sites without massive engagement numbers. I was only going to the exact targeted leads, using my time quickly, efficiently, and when I went there and saved myself a ton of time, I wrote, "Love this, your guys' stuff is excellent," and of course they wrote, "Thank you" back from the site. And I immediately private messaged them and said, "Are you guys interested in creating a joint venture, yada, yada?" And several of them now are writing emails and are interested. So that was only, I mean, that was one day. That was a few hours tops doing all kinds of things and a few minutes in marketing sites. But the basic reality of finding these partners, provided that you actually notice what they're doing and make some empathetic or some decent comment when you come in a room to, acknowledge them. Really, it's so funny because we're trying to figure out engagement strategies across the whole social media space, and this week I got to spend time with Michael Selzner and some of the top social media people in the universe, and everyone's figuring out these strategies. But if you just imagine yourself walking into a bar or imagine yourself walking into a house, you immediately know what your behavior should be. You don't run up to somebody and ask for their phone number. You don't walk into somebody's house and tell them what you want right when the second you get there. What you do is walk in and say, "Great house, I love this," and you get to know them and you spend some time. And then if you have some agenda or something that you want, you'll slowly divulge that information. And that's exactly what engagement strategy is. It's the same thing in all cases. Let people know that you're genuinely interested in what they're doing, and then let them know what you do, and they'll be genuinely interested back. And it's a much simpler thing. And in the same way, in terms of speed, in a dating cycle, you're not going to go up and immediately attack somebody and tell them that you're interested. You're going to slowly let that out. So don't do your first sales message. Do 4 messages to engage and do 1 message at the end. "Oh, hey, I am interested in working with you." That's how the business cycle works, and it's all the same human cycles, and it's all the same things. But now we're applying it to an extremely effective tool, which is FB Lead Finder, and we can make that save you 3 hours, and you can just spend 15 minutes instead.
Now, I'm going to give you a couple more case studies, and then I want to kind of do a chiropractic search or do some, maybe get somebody live. If somebody's on the comments and they want us to do a search for them and see what kind of leads we can find out for you, go ahead and type in the comments, "Please search for this." I've got that opened up. But in the meantime, I'm going to kind of show you guys one more little case study that I thought was awesome. A great way to do this strategy. And basically, it was a company that had a specialized tea. They had a specialized tea, and they ran a 6-day campaign. And again, when I talk about campaign, I'm not talking about running ads on Facebook. We do believe in that. We do think that's a great strategy, but we're talking about with people that don't have budgets, don't have money to go spend thousands of dollars advertising on Facebook. We're going to be coming up with some training for that for those of you who do, but that's going to take it to another level. So when I'm saying a Facebook campaign, I'm talking about when you sit down and you're focused on getting involved in conversations for your target subject niche and what you're doing. And what she did is she got involved in the conversations, talked about teas and provided value, and then she said people who wants a free sample. and then the free sample, she had 526 people say, yeah, I want a free sample, and she had 46% of those convert on an upsell, on a $99 upsell, and she made 242 sales for $20,000 in revenues in 6 days. Now that's what I'm talking about as a great case study. So go back in here and let's just take the tool and let's just go up here and let's type in tea and coffee or something like that. Let's type in tea and see what kind of results we get. Because again, you could go use Facebook search and try to do this one at a time, and it's going to take you forever. But look at this. Now tea came up with Lipton tea and Arizona iced tea and Team Edward. You know, these people are there. This like Arizona iced tea. Think about this for a second. I'm going to click here. Arizona iced tea and this tool has just given us their biggest, best fans. Their biggest, best fans. And I saw that David Phillipson just private messaged me. You gotta do that on the public forum, Dave, and I'll do that for you. But this is their best fans. We know they're 3,255 likes. Dave Phillipson keeps private messaging me. I'm doing live here. I'm doing live, Dave. I'm doing live. If you're not listening, you got to quit this. I'm doing a live. He's saying, he's saying Gia wants to do Heller wants to do a joint venture with us. But anyway, look at this. This is their best fans. If somebody went and liked their iced tea page, you know those people like tea and like iced tea, right? I mean, that's obvious. There's your best fans. And the same thing with Twitter. If you went to Twitter and they had a Twitter feed, those are their best fans, right? So you know these people are all about their tea. This is a great place to get involved. Now that might not be the lady that we're talking about, but here they are. Look at this: 1 million, 2 million, 600,000, 500,000. This is all the best sites. And again, you might have to get a little bit more specific about, like, let's do tea and coffee and see what comes up. Hey, I got to share something else with you guys. I had another idea this morning. And again, this is new to the public. You guys are seeing this software is literally, we launched this version of the software on Monday. We've been using another version for a while in-house, and a few people have got copies of it. But this is the first time the public are seeing this. This is lightning fast, and it's amazing what it can do. But look at this, the coffee and BT. Oh, this is a gold mine. The reason I think about this is that we met a person that's got some multi-level marketing company that sells some new tea. It's awesome. How about this one? I drink this stuff called Vima every day. I don't promote the business, although I would if I had time. I love this product. But now I can type in Vima, and I'm going to find in all of the fan pages that are Vima network marketers. Look at that. I got 500 pages. And we know every single one of these pages are involved in the Vima Network Marketing Company. Do you have a product or do you have a service that network marketers want to buy? Woo, doggy. That's a gold mine right there. That's a good one. Okay, so let me go back to the questions. Let's see here. I would like people to be financially free. So you want people, but who wants to be financially free? I see Brooke asked that question. Let's see, and Dave says, how about people growing a business? Okay, so Dave's, let's take Dave. Dave's a good one. So let's just take in small business. So a small business page is going to cater to small businesses, right? So if you can find a small business page that has lots of likes, lots of engagement, that could be some really good leads. So look at this, Small Business Saturday, 3.2 million likes, 23,000 people talking about it. Let's go take a look at that one. So look at this. Welcome to the official Small Business Saturday Facebook page where shopping small is big. Join us to support small business. Okay, here's a page. Now see, Dave Phillipson helps small businesses. So Dave, this is a great page for you to get involved and start getting involved in this conversation, because they got thousands and thousands and thousands of people. Look at this, sharing their likes, commenting, 25 comments. That's what you're looking at, and you start providing value. You will drive lots of traffic, and you will make social media marketing profitable, which is the key. We want social media marketing profitable. I can't tell you how many people spend oodles and oodles of time on Facebook and social media, and they're not making money and not making it profitable, and it's because you don't have the right tools, you don't have the right strategies. That's what we want to do, is we want to provide you the right tools and the right strategies. So let's say you want to you're a chiropractor or you market to chiropractors. CHIORPRACTOR. And again, I'm going to do chiropractor San Diego, right? And I'm going to hit go because now I want to market to chiropractors in San Diego. Okay, now I only got 12 results, but there's 12 people that they all need social media marketing, right? They only got 941 likes, 38 people talking about it. Every single one of those chiropractors have obviously set up a fan page. For some reason, they think it's good to have a fan page, but they don't have any likes, they don't have any engagement, they don't have anything going on. So again, from an internet marketer's perspective, every one of these zeros on engagement and all these people with small likes, they need some help. This is an incredible tool for people that are doing local internet marketing businesses and trying to help out local businesses with their internet marketing, because you can find not only the ones with the most likes and the most engagement, but with the least likes and the least engagement. So it's awesome. You can do it by city, you can do it and the keywords, and it just makes it lightning fast. And as we continue to train and continue to get deeper in our training, we can really make this social media marketing profitable for you and what's going on. So now let me kind of go over a couple points here. Really kind of about what this is all about. So we want to help people. We want to help you. And we talked about this, and my partner Ed, he's like, Greg, we got to sell this software for $497. So there's people already asking questions on the fan page. What does it cost? How do I get the software? So Ed says $497. And we know that this is a tough economy. We know the software is worth it because one customer could generate $497 in sales. One strategy you learn from us could generate $1,000 a day, like with these other case studies I showed you. But we know the economy's tough, and we want to help small business, and we want to help you. But we know this is a proven software tool, but it's just not available to the public, right? The public doesn't know about it. So our goal is to get a bunch of you using the tool and giving us testimonies, telling us your success stories. We want to give a select few people this crazy, I'd be crazy not to buy it, and we're not going to sell it for $497. We're not going to sell it for $297, not even $197. You can get the software right now for $97. For $97. There's underneath this video, there's a thing that says Get FB Lead Finder. Click that button, takes you right to the registration page. You can check out with PayPal or your credit card. You get it for $97, and we're not going to keep it at this price for long. This price is not going to last. We're going to get some accounts, we're going to get some testimonies, we're going to get some case studies, and we're going to raise the price, or we're going to remove the training, because it also comes with training. This training comes with it, and we're recording it. We're going to put it in the members area. And of course, like we always do with everything we do, we offer 100% satisfaction, money back guarantee. If you make the investment at $97 and you aren't happy for any reason, let us know, and we'll just promptly refund 100% of your money. That's how confident we are. You're going to love this software. You're going to love how it works, and you're going to do it, and our training. And that we expect you, because you're getting this at such a great price, we expect that you will share your success with us and tell others about how we're doing, and you can make money doing it. So that's your thing. Once you get your membership, you're logged in, you can take an affiliate link, a little piece of code, and you can share it on your Facebook page every time we do a hangout, every time we do something, and you can make money sharing our technology. So basically, you're going to get the same training. You're going to get the software that we should be selling for $497. You're going to get it for $97 right now. You're going to get the bonus courses that go over in detail how you properly, effectively make money. And this is one of those courses that we're going to break this down, and we're going to start doing hangouts that are kind of real generic like this, but we're going to break them down and really get helpful, and we're going to invite people, and we're going to get with you and really take somebody and help them do it live and help you learn exactly what to do. Now, I also did some training videos that are a little bit off topic from Facebook, but they're very, very important. And one is copywriting tips. If you don't know how to write copy, you don't know how to write words that compel people to take action, you're not going to have the best results. So we have a whole course I did on copywriting tips and copywriting strategies. And again, we're going to go more in detail on Facebook walls and private messaging strategies that get you exactly what you want to start accomplishing your goals right away. So we're really excited about it. We appreciate you guys are here. Let's go ahead and see if there's any questions. Does anyone have any questions that myself or Jeremy can answer for you live while we're sitting here talking?
And while we're waiting for anybody's comments, Greg, I also want to say hi to Brooke and Dr. Scott and Shireen and all you guys that are on here. I appreciate you. Chantal, I think you're on here as well. Just wanted to say hi. A little shout out to all you guys.
So what does Brooke do? Do you know?
Brooke is I don't know really quite how to explain what she does, but she has a way to make your mortgages. She has a way to show you how to get out of your mortgage, pay your mortgage down that's totally legitimate, that they've used in a bunch of other countries that they're not using here. And I asked her, is it just something, being from a financial services background, I asked her, is it just, uh, where you do a biweekly payment, that kind of thing? And she said, no, 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 it's more advanced than that. And this is something you can absolutely do here, and it just blows people away because they can pay off their mortgages way faster. So she's got a pretty interesting product. And Greg, your background in financial services, I think you'd probably be very interested in, unless you already know the strategy. But that's what Brooke does.
Well, I've heard of different mortgage reduction plans, and I love that stuff. And I think this
I do
tool can be
too.
used to find people that, in debt or have problems with their mortgages, or just, homeowners. I wonder if we did homeowners. Um, I wonder if we did mortgage reduction, what happens? Oh, I got to go back to share my screen. I'm doing mortgage reduction with Facebook Lead Finder just to see what comes up. Um,
I wonder if there's a sick of my mortgage or in debt category we can search for.
Now here's 27 fan pages that came up with the term mortgage reduction, and maybe they need maybe they need another plan. Maybe she can market to other people that market. One of the things that I love to
Absolutely.
teach people from a business standpoint is I want to sell FB Lead Finder, right? We want to do that, but that's okay. That's a little bit of money. What we really want to do is we want to find people that will sell FB Lead Finder every week of their, because that's part of their business, right? So if we can go sell a reseller, that's a better strategy and a better use of our time than to sell an individual customer. Now, individual customers help bring some money in, but if I can go sell, like this morning, I had a guy that we met online, and he wants to become a reseller for FB Lead Finder. And based on what he told me, I think he's going to probably sell 100 to 150, maybe as many as 1,000 copies in the next 3 to 6 months based on his strategy and what he wants to do. A guy named Jason. So is that better to spend my time searching for resellers who can resell my product and continually bring me new business, or to sell one-off one? Obviously, you want to try to get resellers and try to do joint ventures. If you can get people that have big fan pages, big engagements, and they can do posts for you. Like I'll go back to like moms, right? If you could do a joint venture with I Love Being a Mom, they have 1 million people, and they become an affiliate or a reseller for your tea or for your product or service, and they post for you, well, they're going to get a lot more engagement, a lot more of that post being seen, because they're the ones posting on the behalf of that fan page than if you're posting on the fan page. And really, that's just an awesome, awesome strategy to bring traffic, sales, customers, leads, brand recognition, etc., etc., etc. So let me see, is there any questions coming in? Do we have any questions? I don't see any questions. So with that, we've been going for an hour, just under an hour, maybe an hour and 1 minute. We didn't quite start at 12. But do you have any last little comments you want to make before we wrap it up, Jeremy?
I was just going to suggest, Brooke, you might want to go onto the sites of fan page sites of people that do financial services and coach people how to become financially free, because essentially the center of your offering is become financially free sooner. So the Susie Ormans, the Dave Ramseys, all these kinds of people that are financial figures are going to have great fan pages. Use FB Lead Finder to find out the best pages and know where the engagement is, rather than spending hours wandering around. Get right to that market, nail it down, and go to work. Create ventures. Talk to them about what you can do.
All right. Well, with that being said, let's go ahead and wrap it up, and we're going to get better and better at these Hangouts. These Hangouts are the new webinars. We're going to get away from GoToWebinar, and here's why we're getting away from GoToWebinar. One is this technology with 22 Social that we've using this technology to put on Facebook is much more engaging. It's much easier to do. People trust you more because it's on Facebook. Two, it's automatically being recorded at YouTube as we speak, so this thing will be ready for us to download and use any way we want to use it, as a replay or in our members area, within minutes of us ending this broadcast. And it's just cool technology. So We love it, and it's free. It's free. So you guys got to remember that kind of stuff. And we're here to help you. Again, my name is Greg Ryder. If you want the FB Lead Finder, click the button down below. Keep an eye out. Get on our list. Like us. Like our pages. Keep what's going on. We're going to be doing these weekly. Matter of fact, our next one is next Tuesday at 12 o'clock, and it's going to be hosted by 22 Social, and we should probably have more like 600 to maybe as many as 1,000 people on that hangout. So this was our practice run today. And get that FB Lead Finder for your business, and we'd like to help you out. We want to see you succeed. And if you're an entrepreneur and you need capital, check out angelnetwork.com. And if you are an investor and you like to invest in deals, like you want to be the shark that's on Shark Tank TV show, we work with investors, and we look at deals, and we invest in and acquire companies and invest in deals together as a group. So you can also check out angelnetwork.com. So this is Greg Ryder saying thank you very much. We appreciate your time. We're huge respecters of time. We hope you got lots of value out of today, and you have to do what we do. Wake up every day with an attitude of gratitude and tell somebody you love. This is Greg Ryder signing off.
Amen. Thanks, guys.